patuloy po ang downfall ng mga Duterte po, mga kababayan.
Gangster, you know, we do that better than anybody.
I bet you got it twisted, you don't know who to trust. So many player hating niggas trying to sound like us. Say they ready for the front, but I don't think they know it. Straight to the depths of hell is where them cowards going. Well, all you still down, nigga, holler when you see me. And let these devils be sorry for the day they finally free me. I got a caravan of niggas every time we ride. Hitting motherfuckers up when we pass by. Until I die, live the life of a boss player. Cause even when I'm high, fuck with me and get crossed later. The
Totoo, narinig nyo. Yung downfall po ng Duterte ay tuloy-tuloy. Ayon yan mismo kay Sani Antonio Trillanes, mga kababayan. Kasi kahapon po ay may latest interview po siya regarding nga po dito sa downfall na sinasabi natin. Paano ba nalubog ang mga Duterte? Paano ba nagsimula na lumubog ang pangalan ng mga Duterte? Eto po, pakinggan po natin yung pahayag ni Senator Sani Trillanes dito sa interview ni Sir Richard, mga kababayan. Okay? So, eto po yung interview, pakinggan natin. Ayan. Okay? At tayo po ay magbibigay ng opinion regarding dito.
Perhaps could create a room for proper reflection as we move into what could be even more eventful year in 2026.
Yes, I agree. And I think 2026 should be very crucial for the alignment and realignment of forces. Ang mangyayari kasi nito, the only sure way to defeat the Dutertes would be a merger of the Marcos bloc rather, and the middle forces.
Middle forces.
Yeah. So very formidable yun. It's a
Shoutout po sa lahat
somewhat
na
a
dyan,
variation of the team unity of 2022 na naging formidable. So three major blocks noon, nag-merge yung dalawa. Talagang there was
Pero
no
kung
way
yung
na-
negative charge, ito positive charge.
Yes.
Para sa bayan, para sa
Oo.
demokrasya,
Yeah,
para sa human
supposed to be.
rights.
O kasi, di ba, we would have to concede at this point that yung approximation
Ayan, shoutout muna tayo. Shoutout po sa lahat po ng ating viewers dyan. Especially, ayan, kay Ma'am Vilma. Ayan, shoutout po dyan po sa Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Ayan, and kay Romelo Dones. Ayan, shoutout boss, amo. Ayan, shoutout. Anabil. Ayan, Garate. Shoutout po sa inyo. Ayan. And sa lahat po ng solid team Trillanes. Ayan, Magdalo. Shoutout po. No? And of course, ang mga solid ka-BBM natin, solid administration, shoutout po. Ayan, tuloy na natin.
noong 2022 that a Marcos presidency would be a nightmare for democracy. I think we were proven wrong na yung assumption.
Ayan, nanggaling na kay Senator Trillanes. Yung inaakala nila na threat itong Marcos administration dahil nga katandem niya si Sara Duterte during unity, 'di ba? Sinasabi ni Senator Trillanes dito na parang yung threat sa humanity o democracy na tinatawag natin noon, 'di ba? At magpasa hanggang ngayon. Ito po, patunay po na mismo si Senator Trillanes, ang sinasabi niya rito ay mali pala kami ng akala, 'di ba? Dahil Sentry, sige, tuloy natin.
Nun ay pagpapatuloy ni President Marcos yung undemocratic ways of Duterte. Yan yung prevailing narrative nun ng mga pigs.
Correct.
I think 4 years into the Marcos
Pleasantly wrong
administration,
yung assumption.
yes, pleasantly surprised tayo. We were mali yung assessment. So we need to take advantage of that democratic window dahil kumbaga the winter is coming, ika nga, itong the Dutertes na sa horizon. Diba? So yun. Kaya with that, we might as well merge forces with like-minded blocks. In this case, the Marcos administration.
Now, what about yung 40-45% na undecided? How do you win them back?
ano yan eh, ang
I say back kasi marami sa kanila pink dati or
Yes.
nawala ng interest sa politika.
but ultimately, nag-step back lang naman sila eh. Kasi masyadong,
Magulo.
hazy. O,
Yeah.
kumbaga,
Correct.
blurred yung mga lines, ganon. But once sharp na yung dividing line,
Right.
ano yan eh, alam din nila pa rin kung saan sila pepesto. Plus,
Oo.
kung dalawa kasing blocks, like the Middle Forces and the, by the way, I call Middle Forces yung dating pink Middle Forces na siya.
Oo.
And the Marcos Forces, pagka nag-merge yan,
Yun yung middle force.
no. The Middle Force, I refer to the old Dilaw
pink,
and Pink.
progressive,
Yan,
liberal,
oh.
pink, yeah.
So, andyan yan sila. Tapos, ito ngayon. So, pag nag-merge yung dalawa na yan, ang daming true believers dyan.
Totoo.
Na sila ngayon yung mano-mano to. They will start poaching doon sa...
Kaya yan sinasabi ni Senator Trillanes, makat lang natin ang bahagya. Malaking bagay po yan sa darating na eleksyon. Totoo ito, real talk. Malaking bagay po yan. Yung pagkakaisa ng demokrasiya na gusto ng pinklawan at ng loyalista ay pwede po yan mag-isa sa darating na eleksyon at magkasundo po, no, na isa ang suportahan, di ba? Hindi kasi isa lamang naman po kasi ang nagpapagulo eh. Isa lamang po talaga na partido ang nagpagulo sa sistema ng politika. Alam niyo po kung sino 'yon? Mga Duterte. PDP laban po, mga kababayan. Na para bang nung pumasok sila sa sistema ng ating national government, parang tingin nila sa sarili nila big time na sila. Parang untouchable na sila, parang sila na ang hari ng buong mundo, 'di ba? Ng buong Pilipinas. Yun yung sinasabi ni Senator Trillanes.
ang politika,
Undecided.
yung undecided.
Oo.
So, the more true believers you have, the mas marami ka nagre-recruit
Correct.
on this side. Kaya sabi ko, malaking maganda opportunity. Yan.
Pero what kind of agenda they should put forward aside from saying hold the Dutertes accountable? I mean, we'll discuss that. They could get even a knockdown punch sooner than later. Pero in terms of agenda, ano pa dapat yung vision, policy agenda ng itong grand coalition na pinag-usapan natin, Senator?
Ultimately, it's kumaga, age-long fight between good versus evil.
Yes.
Kumaga, sabi ko nga, we don't profess to be saints, di ba?
Right.
But definitely we're not evil. Itong kalaban, dapat makita yun ng tao. Kaya challenge yun, minumulat natin yung taong bayan.
Taong bayan.
May kita mo,
Correct.
nandun doon sa kanila eh. Bukod doon sa yung side ng whether patriotic, unpatriotic,
Yeah.
di ba? That's the
Team
China and
Team Philippines,
Team
yeah.
Philippines. Then,
Correct.
yung talagang sincerely corrupt na tinatawag natin. Ando doon yun sa kanila. Sindikato yun eh. That's the mafia governance.
Ayan narinig nyo. Kasi, no, hindi naman lingid sa kalaman natin mga kababayan na si Senator Trillanes talaga nakabuking po ng sindikato na di umano'y sindikato ng mga Duterte. Na di umano ay napakalaking pinasok na sindikato dito sa Pilipinas. During Duterte's regime, mga kababayan.
Na napakita na natin the past so many years. Yun yung kumbaga magiging antithesis ka of that what they represent. So yun yung maliwanag na linya yun. And all the rest, syempre, yung mga slogans, na yan eh, na yan. But ultimately,
Standard operating procedure.
yes, but on the ground, sa bahay, sa workplace, sa palengke, sa Grab o sa taxi, yung engagements doon, person to person. Dito ka na.
Tama.
Dito ka kasi yan. Hindi maganda yan, masama dyan, dito ka. So hindi ka self-righteous na magaling kami, mabuti kami. Kung hindi, that is a place you don't want to go to. Yun. That's the makikita mo yung line is going to be very, very clear to everyone. Kaya pagka nag-poach ka na, mabilis mo, mas marami ka makukuha. Kasi sila, anong magiging recruitment line nila when they try to poach yung mga undecided?
Yung achievements ni Sara Duterte, di ba sabi niya she's gonna celebrate her achievements this year.
Yun na,
Pag-usapan niya yung kanilang good governance.
So, it boils down to fake news. Di ba? So yung fake news can only take you so far. Nag-click sa kanila before yan. Nung
Yes, grabe fake
2016.
news.
Kasi bago pa.
Bago pa.
Hindi pa tayo ready for that. Oh.
Pero ito ngayon, it's a fight, yung mga true believers na to on both sides. Talagang grabing, engagements niyan. Hindi na tayo matatalo sa ground warfare sa
Tsaka
natin.
information warfare.
Yeah, oo.
I want to still ask, Senator, still many people are angry with corruption, with cost of living. You are a man of conviction in
Yeah.
politics. I highly respect you for that. You know, you're one of the very few out there in this country. That's why mahal na mahal ka namin. Having said that, you know, if you look at surveys, you look at studies, you look at anecdotal evidence, people love your strength and your conviction. But people also want to have some improvement in their basic cost of living, standard of living. Gusto nila medyo wala yung mga corruption. What about messaging on that front? Because parang dun sa last episode na sinabi mo is something like, offer din ng populist game lang naman.
Yeah.
Motherhood statement, offer din ng kabila. So how can you make it work in terms of kind of an affirmative agenda aside from accountability and human rights? Can you say na, hindi kami magnanakaw eh. Pag in-offeran ka namin na edukasyon, darating talaga sa yan, walang kaltas yan.
Yes.
Like something around those lines, do you think would work?
Okay, the simplistic line is this, Itong slogan na to, ginamit na to ni President Aquino, ni Pinoy.
Right.
Kung walang corrupt, walang mahirap. So ikakabit mo yung anti-corruption na crusade into that, yung kumbaga how they would benefit directly. Kung yung pera ay hindi binubulsa, itong pera na to ay diretso yun sa kanila in terms of services, di ba? In terms of infrastructure, lahat yun mapapakinabangan nila.
Correct.
So yun yung
Ito yung maganda, wait lang guys. Ito yung maganda sa perspective na sinasabi ni Senator Sonny Trillanes. When it comes to corruption, 'di ba? Napakaganda ng perspective niya kasi isa sa mga nagugustuhan ko direkta niyan sinasabi. Kumbaga wala nang paligoy-ligoy. Ang epekto ng korupsyon ay 'di ba? Napakalaki pagdating sa ating mamamayang Pilipino. Yung impact, 'di ba? Na pagka may nabulsang pera, may nabulsa itong mga kurakot na ito, ramdam agad natin. Yun yung sinasabi ni Senator Trillanes dito Kung pag-aaralan nyo mabuti, yung pinupunto ni Senator Sonny Trillanes, na dapat talaga wala talagang maibulsa itong mga kolokoy na papasok dito sa Senado or sa Kongreso. 'Di ba? Na dapat mapaigting or mahigpitan yung paglabas ng mga proyekto, paglabas ng mga budget, 'di ba? Kailangan matutukan ng mabuti, 'di ba? Totoo naman yung sinasabi ni Senator Trillanes dito. I totally agree, 101%. 'Di ba? Na itong mga epekto sa atin ng corruption ay hindi basta-bastang epekto lang. Ito ay merong kaakibat na malawakang pag-destroy sa lipunan, 'di ba? Or paglubog ng ating bansa, 'di ba? Tuloy na natin.
kumbaga, the overall communication strategy.
Right.
Yung mga communication slogans na yan, they can just work around that. Pero yun.
Correct.
Babalikan lang natin yun. Kung walang corrupt, walang mahirap.
Although kung wala rin kahirapan, bababa rin corruption. So you need prosperity, right? Alam naman natin,
Yes.
the more developing countries, mas mababa yung corruption kasi mas magandang sahod sa mga opisyales, mas magandang korte, mas malakas yung institutions. So you need a prosperity agenda too, no?
Yes,
Senator.
and it goes, it follows, no? Kasi ganito, pagka wala ng, diba, pag walang corrupt, walang mahirap. Pag walang mahirap, sabihin, lalaki yung middle class mo.
Yes.
So, pag malaki na yung middle class mo, sabihin yung purchasing power,
Yeah.
mas malaki, tapos mas marami ka ng merkado for the businesses to flourish. Kumbaga, gano'n na yun. Then, more
Actually, mga kababayan, personal opinion ko regarding dito. Ito po kasing mahihirap. Actually, mas gusto ito ng mga politiko. Yung politiko hindi public servant. Magkaiba kasi ang politiko sa public servant, mga kababayan. Okay, pag public servant ka, yung kapakanan, kagaya ni Pangulong BBM, no? Kapakanan ng taong bayan ang inuuna. That was a public servant. Pero pag politiko ka, para kang si Sara Duterte, na wala kang pakialam sa nangyayari sa bansang Pilipinas o sa mahihirap, 'di ba? Dahil politiko ka. Ang nais mo lamang, ang nasa isip mo ay boto ng taong bayan. 'Di ba? Oh, pera ng taong bayan. Oh, 'yun yung differences ng ano. Kaya mas gusto ng mga politician na marami pong mahihirap dito sa bansang Pilipinas. Kasi the more na maraming mahihirap, the more na marami sila mauuto. 'Di ba? Real talk lang.
Cycle, yeah.
More businesses na mag-flourish, mas malaking revenue ng government doon in terms of taxes. Tapos, yung taxes na yan, more taxes, more benefits na naman. Kumbaga, diretso sa kanila. Until, nakikita mo na, next thing you know, you're a developed country. So, that's the framework. Diba?
Right.
But, it starts from, ang iba kasi, napapansin ko, no, especially, we've been teaching, di ba? Some of our think tanks or analysts
Ah.
who tend to overthink the problem. Ang sinasabi nila palagi, they're directing the blame on the system.
Right.
Ah.
But really, it's the people. It's the people running that system.
Correct.
Palaging inisip there's something wrong kasi
You cannot separate the two, yeah.
Yeah. But you have to try running the system properly first bago mo i-blame yung
So
system.
leadership matters.
Yes, character matters.
Correct.
Diba? Kasi, yun na, if you put people of good character sa right places in government,
Right.
yun na yun. You will establish eventually a culture na yun na yun. Magiging deviant yung mga negative bureaucratic
Kaya
behavior.
mag-shoutout
Oh,
ka,
so, mawi-weed out sila
Kaya Ma'am
eventually.
Tamura, shout out.
Ganun ang kailangan natin establish. And it starts from the top. So, hindi pwede yung niro-romanticize nung ibang mga thinkers kasi yung sabi na change starts with from within or the grassroots going up. In a developing country kasi tribal pa yung natin culture. We look up to leaders to set the
the
tone,
pace,
to
yeah,
set the
yeah.
pace. So kaya top to bottom palagi ang change dito sa atin. If you get a good leader, mabilis ka agad yung change.
Interesting. So ang thesis mo, Senator, is that because we're still in a developing country, we're not even upper middle income country, ultimately it's about decisive leadership and strong state.
Yes.
Yun yung maging engine of growth and development and democratization.
So it's good leadership basically
Yeah.
who would strengthen democratic institutions para pag wala na siya, it's supposed to withstand mediocre
Right.
leadership and even a bad leadership kaya niyang tumindig until a reset through an election would
Right.
bring you up again.
So a
yun.
strong leader that builds strong institutions.
Yes. Yun, that's where it starts. Kasi yung,
Right.
iba, inaano natin palagi, let's build ito strong institutions. You cannot build strong institutions if you have bad leadership.
Right.
O kasi yung good leadership, sila yung nagmamando ng kongreso, sila nag-set ng legislative agenda. You can't expect that sa isang bad leader.
This is interesting because I just spent a few months in Oxford studying the government issue, public policy issue, and these discussions come up a lot, no? The chicken and egg, institutional building, among other things. Leadership does matter, obviously.
Monday has helped.
Senator, do you believe in like kind of a, I don't know, for the lack of a better term, kind of a young Turks, like a group of patriotic people in charge of different departments and pushing it through? Hindi lang magaling na presidente, hindi lang magaling na senador, but you really have a couple of people, think tanks people, all holding the fort together. Do you believe in something like that? Do you think we should build something like that?
Yes, theoretically,
Parang
that
Team
works,
Pinas,
diba?
di ba?
Okay.
Parang Team Pinas.
But how do you get such a group of people?
Organize it, yeah.
Kailangan mo pa rin ng good leader.
Correct.
Only a good president with good character would realize that such a group of so-called young Turks would be needed to reform.
Right.
Kasi siya yung magre-recruit eh. Imagine mo, if you have a Duterte, kita mo ginawa ni Duterte when he became president. Talagang pinaliguran niya, ano to?
He surrounded himself.
He surrounded himself with crooks. Yung mga, kasing dikato niya. Ganun ang instinct kasi
Grabe naman kasi talaga nun, mga kababayan. 'Di ba? Magkano pinakang murang bigas nun, mga kababayan? Magkano pinakang murang kamatis? Naalala nyo pa kung magkano sili nun. 'Di ba? Oh. Pero yung droga na sinasabi niya, natatanggalin niya within 6 months, natuloy ba? Oh. Yung pagpunta niya ba sa sa China, sa West Philippine Sea, natuloy ba? Anong sabi niya? That was a joke. Diba? Ganun kabudol yun. Oo, siya nga, ako naniniwala ako personally naniniwala ako kay Senator Sonny Trillanes na the Dutertes are the worst politician ever in the history. Naniniwala ako dyan sa sinasabi ni Senator Trillanes.
Bakit mo lalagyan ng mga matitino dyan?
Young guns.
Oo.
Young guns.
Yun ang nilagay niya. And old guns for that matter.
Hindi nga young, old guns.
So, hindi kasi pwedeng, it's counter-intuitive. Yung crook ka, marami kang sindikatong iniisip, marami kang mga racket na iniisip. Then you surround yourself with good people na, hindi ka makakagalaw nun. So, kaya nga, this is where it starts.
Mamatahan
Then,
ka
yung
mamatahan.
sinasabi mo na yun.
Yung Young Turks.
Then, yan na. That's how developed countries started from. It's a group of people na
State builders.
Oo.
Kumbaga, nation builders.
pero they were led. Let's say, yung sa sa founding fathers ng US US government, di ba?
Right.
Ando doon sila. They had vision. But
Right.
ultimately, they were led by Washington, who set the standard. They were ready to make him
Pero democratic, no? We're talking about the
Yes,
democratic.
democratic.
It's not like authoritarian, communist, something like
Yo,
that, right? Yeah.
and siya yung nag-set ng democratic
Right.
trend
Precedence by
na,
not running
by
again.
not running
Yes.
again. They were ready to
Yes, I totally agree. Mama Marie Chris, no? This type of public servant like Senator Sonny Trillanes, actually ginawa niya ito ng walang nag-uutos sa kanya. Walang nagsabi sa kanya na ipurso mo ito, no? Siya ang nagsabi sa sarili niya at pinangako niya sa taong bayan, alang-alang sa demokrasya ng taong bayan sa pagkalugmok natin noong panahon ni Duterte. Ang sinabi niya mismo sa atin, ang pinangako niya ay hahabulin niya itong mga Duterte. 'Di ba? At ipapakulong niya itong mga ito. And 'di ba? All of a sudden ang banat pa ng mga Duterte ay sige daw, 'di ba? Bring it on, Trillanes, yun nga ang pinupukol sa kanya noon. Pero magpasa hanggang ngayon, mga kababayan, yung mga nagsalita na yon ay tameme na. Dahil bakit po? Meron pong isang klase na kagaya ni Senator Sonny Trillanes na nagbigay leksyon sa atin, sa taong bayan, na ang lahat ng mga salbahe, lahat ng mga kurap, lahat ng mga siga-siga, at lahat ng kala mo at untouchable ay pwede pala, no? Hindi pala imposibleng makulong. Kagaya ng ginawa mismong si Senator Sonny Trillanes ang nagbigay sa atin ng idea na yan. Okay, mga kababayan, tandaan nyo, kaya ako personally, kung ito si Senator Sonny Trillanes ay tatakbo muli bilang sa higher position, ako po ay ginagarantig ko po sa inyo, no, maaasahan natin ito, no, dahil ito ay literal, no, na public servant po.
Gangster, we do that better than anybody.
I bet you got it twisted, you don't know who to trust. So many player hating niggas trying to sound like us. Say they ready for the front, but I don't think they know it. Straight to the depths of hell is where them cowards going. Well, all you still down, nigga, holler when you see me. And let these devils dissolve for the day they finally free me. I got a caravan of niggas every time we ride. Hitting motherfuckers up when we pass by. Until I die, live the life of a boss player.